Hello, welcome back to my second part of the online arbitrage videos. I'm going to go over sourcing methods and analyzing deals with Keepa today. So when sourcing stock, there's different ways you can go about it. There's OA, online arbitrage, there's RA, which is retail arbitrage, and you could get into wholesale. I'm going to leave the bottom two for now, and we're just going to go into OA. I will cover RA and wholesale in future videos, but for today we'll stick to OA. When it comes to OA, you've got different methods of sourcing. So you can do your manual sourcing, the semi-manual sourcing. You could use a deal service, or you could use sourcing software. So manual sourcing, you're literally copying and pasting and searching on Amazon for that product. Semi-manual would be using some kind of extension or app where when you highlight the product, it comes up with a little button that will say UK or US, and you can pick to search the UK or US Amazon. So it's kind of semi-automated. You highlight the title of the product and you just click a button and it will search on Amazon. So it takes out some steps in the manual process. Then you have a deal service. So you pay someone a monthly subscription and they find deals for you. It's one of the most popular methods. And you have sourcing software. There's quite a few out there, and there's some new ones coming out, so there's plenty about on that. Manual sourcing is quite time consuming. If you're on a limited budget, it's possible to do it. You could jump onto like the Argos website. I know that's the most common one that everyone chooses, but you could do that. You could go look in the clearance sales or whatever, the clearance line, sorry, and just go through everything. Now you need a lot of time to do that, whereas if you had a deal service or a sourcing software, it's going to cut out all that painful time that you're manually doing it. The other method is the semi-manual, which is like a highlight search. So you would do this, highlight the text, and you'd click search. So that's what I'd call semi-auto, but yeah, those two they're time consuming. They do take a long time. So if you've got a lot of time to spend doing that, that's fine, you can do that. And if you're on a limited budget, you can find better deals doing it that way. Because if you're using a sourcing software, sometimes they store data for a certain amount of time. So say you search a certain website, they may be using something called like a cached data. Let's say it's stored for like 24 hours or something. So that data might be 24 hours old. So if you're manually sourcing that website, you're going to get the live results that are happening right there. So there is that benefit to manually doing it. You will find better deals manually sourcing, but obviously it's a time thing, and not many people have time to do that because you'd have to spend most of your day sourcing. If I was manually sourcing, I would recommend, as a little tip for you, jumping on this website where you can find some cracking deals. Actually, you can find some little gems, if you scroll through here, you'd have to spend like, I don't know, half an hour a day just checking out what the latest offers are. Scroll through all these and you can just open them up like this. Tesco's website is now a big pain in the ass since they've changed it. That's not going to work. Let's see if we can find something. Keep scrolling. Here we go. Try this. I've seen these about actually. I think they're quite cheap items. But that's what I would do. Hot UK deals does find you some cracking deals. Search it. And you could do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. There might even be some profit in that. Depends if that's an FBA seller or not. So that's $6.99. I'm just going to use the multi-tool for a second. Actually, I don't need to. $6.99, so 30%. You need to pay $6.85 per. It'd be near 30% on that. It'd be close. 27. Yeah. I mean, it's low profit. It's not very good, really. And when you jump into the Keepa later, we'll keep this up as an example. It ain't great. I'll leave that over here for now, but I will come back to that later. So your other ones were the deal service. So you would just subscribe to that. That's simple to use. They would just send you deals every day. And then you have the sourcing software, which I won't go into in today's video, but they are simple to use. There might be some issues with them. They might be overpopulated, and I think a lot, people get the same deals from that sourcing software personally. But there might be some new sourcing software coming out soon, which I'm not going to mention in this video right now. Anyway, moving on. So what am I going to talk about next? Keepa. Analyzing deals with Keepa. We will do something. I will show you how to make your decision when you're sourcing. You need to make the right decision. You will use Keepa. You will need to buy Keepa, or you will need something that has Keepa integrated in with it. The FBA multi-tool does have this. I didn't do that on purpose, by the way. That wasn't a little advertisement. But yeah, it does have it. You could use Keepa. Doesn't matter to me. Before I go on to that, if you guys don't mind, I'm quite enjoyed making the first video. It was quite fun. So if you don't mind, subscribing, liking, and all that, that'd be cool. If you could leave some comments. If you want some comment, leave a comment on what video you want. I can do whatever you want. If you want me to cover something, I'm happy to do that. Just leave a comment, or just leave a comment and say, Zach, you are amazing. I don't mind. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, let's move on. So irrelevant, it doesn't matter what sourcing method you're using. The ones I talked about, it doesn't matter which one you're using. You need to check with Keepa whether it's worth buying the deal. Okay? So let's pretend we found something. I'm gonna search what I always search. Lego ship. And I don't know why I always search this, but it's my lucky charm. My Lego ship. No, I'm kidding, but I'm gonna use this as an example. Let's use the Minecraft kit. So you've just looked on Argos or Asda, wherever you're sourcing from, and you found this product for £20. Bargain. I'd be buying that right now, and I know it. So if you did find it for £20, let me know. But no, you found it for £20. First thing you're going to do, am I making profit? Yes. Yes, I'm making profit. You can use, there's free calculators out there, by the way. Amazon have a free calculator you can use. Just to warn you, I don't think they show the VAT that they charge you on fees. So there's like a 20% on top of fees that they don't show. I'm pretty sure of that. And I don't think it shows up on their calculator. But there are free calculators to use out there. Again, if you on limited budget, go with that. Do that. So yeah, I bought it for £20. That's pretty amazing. So this is a bad example because I wanted to show you one that wasn't that great of a seller, but this is a really good seller. You can see from the rank, it's like the rank is so low you can't see the movement. So you see these lines, how they go up and down. That's a regular pattern with the rank line on the Keepa chart. So it'd be like that, it'd be going up and down. And when you see a drop like this, it tends to indicate there's been a sale. So when it's down this low, you can't see it. There's a lot of sales going on. But if I found you another example where the lines are a bit more visible, maybe the rank's a bit higher, we can find out how many sales roughly have been made. I need to find something a little bit less saleable. This is going to be a really good seller. Most things I'm searching here are going to be really good sellers. I did have that example though, didn't I? I kept that example. Let me go back to that. Here it is. We have this. So pretend I got it cheaper. I got it for £3 on clearance. You're thinking here, okay, wow, that's a really good ROI. That's massive return. Decent profit. I'd be happy with that. I'd buy a load of them. But before you decide to do that, you got to check your Keepa. Now, if you look on here in the last 3 months, there's been one sale. And can you see that one sale? It's here. So I was talking about that green rank line. This will be on your Keepa. This is currently the multi-tools Keepa integration, but Keepa has the exact same graph. So you see that drop there in rank? Well, that drop here indicates the sale, and that's the only sale I'm seeing in the last 3 months. So not a great seller. If you go back over the year, you can count how many sales have been. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's in the last year. 8 sales. Nah. Even with that margin, I wouldn't touch this item. It's just, it wouldn't be worth it. Especially if you're starting out with £500, you know, $500. Don't be buying items like that. Check this Keepa graph. Make sure the item is making sales. You want to see it going up and down all the time. That green line's got to be going up and down. But yeah, that's a bad item. Let me see if I can find you something else. Right, I found you another item. Let's jump over to that. This is the other item I found. And here's the Keepa graph. Now, first thing we're going to look at again is the sales rank. Okay, so you see all these up and down lines. They're going like crazy on this listing. That's a good sign. Okay, the rank isn't down in the hundreds or the low thousands. You know, it's 25,000 rank, so it's slightly high, but it is showing a lot of movement. So I would say if I got this for like, what do we say, £4? So if you pick that up for £4, I would jump on it. With this kind of sales, I would jump on it. Now in the last month, here, it has slowed down. You see over Christmas, the Q4 period, it was crazy. And now it has slowed down a bit in the last month. In January, February, it's going to be slow. This is a toy. Toys aren't great in January and February. They tend to slow down. So maybe when you're in this time of year, you're in the Q1 period, you might want to be looking into different things. Sportswear or home and kitchen stuff, you know, but something a bit different. Everyone starts off with toys and games, but I believe now people starting out, they are actually restricted in selling toys and games, which means you need to get unrestricted. You need to find a wholesaler, and you need to get an invoice and get it undone, because it's one of the most popular categories to be in, and you need to be in it, so you need to get that done. I might do a video on that, just showing you how to get ungated. Yeah, that might be an option for us. But I hope you've understood what I mean with the green line, the sales rank line. You've got to check that when you're buying. If it's flat like this, this is a year, see? So if it's flat, look at that, that's the last month, no sales there. You would avoid that, okay? Last 3 months, it's made 1 sale back in November. Okay, so you just avoid things like that. So that's the most important thing to look in when you're deciding what you're gonna buy. The other thing is like how many people are on the item. Okay, if there's like 100 people on the item and you're only seeing like 5 lines drop, like 5 drops in rank, again, I would leave it. There's too much competition on that item for just 5 sales, okay? There are softwares with sales estimators. They're not 100% accurate. None of them are. They can't be. They don't know. They don't know what the sales are. The best way to understand how many sales have been made is to use the Keepa graph. Again, that's not 100% accurate, but it's a good way of determining whether that is a good selling item. And I think that's it for today's video. I'll try and get another one uploaded this week. If you don't mind liking, subscribing, and even liking my Facebook page, I will put a link in. Anyone that wants any help or advice, you can message me on that Facebook page. I don't mind. Give me some time to answer back though. I've got quite a lot on at the minute, but I will find time to reply. And yeah, that's it. So take care, guys.